Want to learn an hour of fun facts? Subscribe to Zarpado, we're starting. At Kyoto University, Japan, graduation ceremonies are anything but traditional. Instead of a cap and gown, students appear dressed as anything they can think of. Superheroes, anime characters, inflatable dinosaurs, or even a giant banana. The world's best-selling beer isn't Corona, Heineken, or Budweiser. The #1 spot is held by Snow Beer, a Chinese brand that sells more than 100 million hectoliters a year. Although almost no one knows it outside of China, it's a huge success within the country thanks to its extremely low price and large number of consumers. Achieving a Guinness record sounds glorious, but the truth is, you don't get paid anything. All you receive is a certificate and the fame of having done something incredible. Some take advantage of the recognition to give lectures, secure sponsorships, or appear in the media. But all that depends on the cleverness of the winner. In 2014, Queen Elizabeth II visited the set of Game of Thrones and was offered a seat on the iconic Iron Throne. With a smile, she declined, preferring to simply observe it. Some say it was due to protocol, as the monarch could only sit on her own throne. Elaine Davidson, originally from Brazil, holds the record for the person with the most piercings in the world, more than 11,000 across her body. She started in 1,997 and never stopped, accumulating jewelry on her face, ears, arms, and even in unimaginable places. In Wisconsin Rapids, USA, there is a law that fines parents of children who bully others. If a child is caught bullying others, their parents can receive fines of up to $313. For some, it is an effective way to force adults to take responsibility. The word karaoke comes from Japanese. Kara means empty, and oke is an abbreviation for orchestra. The term literally means empty orchestra. It emerged in the 1970s in Japanese bars where customers could sing over instrumental music, a pastime that eventually became a global phenomenon. Imagine being served a dish that looks like a pile of black hair. Don't worry, it's not what you think. It's fat choy, also known as black moss or desert seaweed. It's very popular in Chinese cuisine during the Lunar New Year because its name sounds similar to prosperity in Chinese. Fujifilm launched the Instax PAL camera, the smallest in its line of instant cameras. At first glance, it seems revolutionary, but there's a curious detail. It doesn't print photos on its own. It only captures digital images that are then sent to an Instax printer. Drinking more than 3 soft drinks a day can put your smile at risk. Studies show that it increases the chance of cavities and tooth loss by 62%. Some blame sugar and acids directly, while others believe that with good hygiene and visits to the dentist, the damage wouldn't be as serious. Among the rarest animals in the world is the proboscis monkey of Borneo. Males have a protruding nose that can measure up to 4 inches. It's not an ornament. It serves as a voice amplifier. The larger the nose, the louder the call, and the more attractive it is to females. Fire hydrants, those red water inlets we see on the streets, have a curious and mysterious origin. It is believed that they originated when, in the 18th century, firefighters drilled holes in wooden pipes to draw water and then plugged the hole with a cork. In film and television, film crews often wear black. This isn't a fad or a coincidence. They do so to avoid camera reflections and not distract the viewer from the scenes. This discreet detail is key to making the magic of movies work without anyone noticing who's behind the camera. There are glasses called clip-reading glasses that have no temples or sidearms. They attach directly to the bridge of the nose and are so compact they fit in a pocket or behind a cell phone. They are designed for people looking for something practical and ultralight. There is a device called Kudak that works like a mini aquatic jetpack. With it, you can swim underwater at high speeds effortlessly, as if you were a motorized dolphin. It uses electric propulsion and allows you to reach surprising speeds without tiring. In Thailand, there is a curious technique for releasing anger without harming anyone. It consists of molding a clay statue with the face of the person you dislike and then destroying it by beating it to pieces. According to those who practice it, it is a very effective method for releasing tension and symbolically venting. A young man named Gokman Doan became famous for his resemblance to Cristiano Ronaldo. He has the same haircut, facial expressions, and even similar gestures. Thanks to this, he has participated in public events, posed with fans, and taken advantage of his uncanny resemblance to make a name for himself in the world. Moonwalkers are futuristic shoes that allow you to walk much faster without having to run. They work with motorized wheels that activate when you take steps, increasing normal speed by up to 5 times. They're like smart skates that adapt to your gait. On the island of Vanuatu, in Oceania, paying $10,000 can make you a citizen. This includes a passport and visa-free access to dozens of countries. Until recently, travel to the European Union was allowed, but this benefit was withdrawn in 2024 due to security concerns. Although it may seem like a thing of the past, modern piracy exists and remains dangerous, especially off the coast of Somalia. Merchant ships today defend themselves with barbed wire, water cannons, and deterrent methods. Interestingly, they almost never use firearms, as they are expensive. A mushroom called the witch's cauldron grows in cold forests in the northern hemisphere. Inside, it holds a dark liquid that some drink or use on their skin as a natural remedy. Its presence indicates a healthy forest and also enriches the soil. In Lanzarote, there is a restaurant inside a volcanic lava flow. Built among rocks formed by ancient eruptions, it looks like something out of this world. Dining there is a bit pricey, but the experience is unique. The Great Mosque of Ali in Iraq is one of the holiest temples for Shia Muslims. It has golden domes, glittering mosaics, and thousands of precious stones. Every year, millions of pilgrims travel there to pray. The famous Amber Room was covered in gold and amber, so much so that it was called the eighth wonder of the world. During World War II, it mysteriously disappeared. Today, a replica exists, but the original is still lost. Interactive maps show live cyber attacks across the globe. Each colored line represents an attempt to steal data or attack governments and companies. Anyone can enter for free and see the invisible war of the internet. In the jungles of the Americas, there is the walking palm, capable of moving in search of light. Its aerial roots grow sideways, and over time, the plant moves a few inches per year. It doesn't walk like an animal, but it can change location. In Colombia, there is the Zipaquirá Salt Cathedral, built 590 feet underground. It is entirely made of salt and stone, with tunnels, sculptures, and even a monumental altar. It is one of the most impressive tourist attractions in the country. The Japanese wisteria creates tunnels of flowers that seem like fantasy. Its violet, white, or pink clusters cover sweetly scented paths. Some specimens are over 150 years old and form floral ceilings that seem endless. A single swallow can eat up to 850 mosquitoes a day. Its fast and precise flight makes it an excellent natural pest controller. Thanks to them, insects don't get out of control in many places. In Malaga, there's a town that looks like something out of the Smurfs movie. In 2011, all its houses were painted blue to promote the film, and the residents decided to leave it that way. Since then, it has attracted tourists from all over the world. Bamboo is the fastest growing plant on the planet. Some species can grow almost 3 feet in a single day. Its root system stores energy, which drives it to grow at surprising speeds. Charcoal is produced by heating wood without oxygen, in a process called pyrolysis. Instead of burning, the wood decomposes, leaving a black, carbon-rich material. Ancient civilizations already used it as fuel. The stuffed caterpillar looks harmless with its soft fur, but it's actually poisonous. Its hidden spines can cause intense pain, dizziness, and rashes. It lives in America and is considered one of the most dangerous caterpillars. In Alaska, they celebrate the 4th of July by driving old cars off a cliff. The decorated cars fly through the air before crashing in front of hundreds of spectators. It's a mix of spectacle, fun, and extreme recycling. In some parts of the world, human teeth are sold as if they were just another commodity. In India, there are street stalls selling dentures made from real teeth, even obtained from cemeteries. They are cleaned, polished, and adapted for reuse, sparking debates about hygiene and legality. In Jaipur, India, there is the Hawa Mahal, better known as the Palace of the Winds. It was built in 1799 with 953 tiny windows that let air in, keeping the interior cool without the need for fans. It also allowed royal women to observe the city unseen. In the Netherlands, there is the Corpus Museum, a unique experience that allows you to tour the inside of a giant human body. There you walk among organs, systems, and neurons while learning how the body works. At 115 feet high and featuring interactive technology, entering is like taking a trip yourself. In Cozumel, Mexico, a tourist submarine called Atlantis Submarines takes you to the bottom of the sea without getting wet. It descends to 100 feet, revealing reefs, tropical fish, and a sunken ship. It has air conditioning, large windows, and has become a popular attraction, even visited by celebrities. In Bogota, Colombia, there's a Simpsons house converted into an Airbnb called Simpsonlandia. Everything is decorated like the show. The living room sofa, the kitchen, Bart and Lisa's bedrooms, and even hidden references in every corner. Spending the night there is like stepping into Springfield. Japan created the electric salt spoon, a spoon that makes you taste salt without actually having it. It sends small electrical impulses to the tongue, activating salty taste receptors. It's designed for people who need to reduce sodium and is already being tested in restaurants to offer healthier dishes. In China, there are public restrooms with smart urinals that can analyze your health in seconds. They detect glucose, protein, and other indicators, displaying the results on screen or sending them to your phone. Some models even store the user's digital medical history. Pitcher plants, also called nepenthes, look like cups, but they are death traps. Their interior contains a sweet liquid that attracts insects and small animals, but once they enter, they cannot escape. Some have been found to digest frogs and even small rodents. In Dubai, the P7 license plate was auctioned for $15 million, making it the most expensive in the world. Having just a few letters or numbers on a license plate is a status symbol greater than the car itself. For many, it's a way to show off wealth at its finest. In Portugal, the Alcobaça Monastery has a very peculiar entrance, the fat sticking door. It was so narrow that it served to control the monks' diet, as anyone who didn't pass through had to fast longer. Today, tourists pass through it as a fun challenge. Crows have a curious method for getting rid of parasites. They lie down in anthills and wait for ants to walk on them. These release formic acid, a natural anti-parasitic that cleans them. Other birds like blackbirds and starlings also use this strange ant bath. A baby named Tadeus Daniel Pierce was born in 2024 from an embryo frozen since 1994. He spent 30 years preserved before being implanted, setting a world record. His case raises debates about biotechnology, fertility, and even the possibility of embryos waiting centuries to be born. There is a helicopter that costs as much as a new car. The composite FXX can be purchased for $52,000 and comes as a kit or ready to fly. It is light, fast, and inexpensive to maintain, designed for aviation enthusiasts on a budget. Not all pineapples are yellow. There are exotic varieties like the Ruby Glow, with its deep red skin, or the Pink Glow, with its unique pink flesh. Grown in Costa Rica, they are sold as luxury fruits, and a single one can cost more than $20. Tilda Swinton is a British actress who seems to have come from another world. With ancestry dating back over 1,000 years, she studied with Princess Diana but chose an alternative artistic path. She lives in Scotland, has slept in museum glass cases, and her androgynous appearance has made her a Hollywood enigma. In Monaco, millionaires live surrounded by luxury without worrying about taxes. There is no income tax, no VAT, no taxes on wealth or capital gains. Plus, its streets lined with luxury cars, the famous Grand Prix, and the Mediterranean climate make it a dream destination. A Pixar fan built a real WALL-E after 2 years of work. He didn't use 3D printers or kits. Each piece was precisely handcrafted to move and sound like the original. Its creator didn't make it to sell, but to take it to children's hospitals and bring smiles. On Mackinac Island, Michigan, automobiles have been banned since 1898. Its cobblestone streets are reserved for bicycles, carriages, and horses, giving it a sense of a trip back in time. Victorian houses, traditional suites, and a peaceful atmosphere attract thousands of tourists each year. Jason Statham, today's action star, started out selling fake perfumes and jewelry in London. He was also a professional diver, representing England in international competitions. His big break came when Guy Ritchie cast him in a film, and he hasn't stopped since. Glass gem is a corn so colorful it looks like it's made of jewels. Its kernels shine in shades of blue, purple, gold, and green, the result of years of seed selection by a Cherokee farmer. Although it's not suitable for regular popcorn, it can be used in flour, decorations, or multicolored popcorn. The Bodoma tribe in Zimbabwe is known as the ostrich-footed tribe. Many of its members are born with a genetic condition called extradactyly, which leaves them with only 2 toes on each foot. This peculiarity helps them move easily through the jungle and mountains. In some zoos around the world, visitors end up inside cages, while tigers and lions roam free. This experience, known as an inverted zoo, offers a wild and direct encounter with the animals. In China, you can even feed them meat through the bars. In Portugal, the Peña Palace stands, a multicolored castle built on the ruins of a monastery destroyed by lightning and an earthquake. Its creator, King Ferdinand II, designed it as an architectural fantasy full of vibrant colors. Today, it is a World Heritage Site and receives millions of visitors each year. In the United Kingdom, there are trees filled with coins embedded in their trunks. This tradition, known as wishing trees, arose from the belief that they could cure illnesses or bring good fortune. Some trees hold thousands of coins, transformed into authentic sculptures of superstition and hope. The colorful stained glass windows in churches are created using an ancient technique called stained glass. It consists of joining small fragments of colored glass with lead, and when light passes through it, it projects a magical spectacle. In addition to art, they functioned as visual Bibles for those who could not read in the Middle Ages. In Seoul, South Korea, there is the Starfield Library, a free public library located in a shopping mall. It houses more than 50 books on shelves about 43 feet high that look like something out of a futuristic movie. Tourists from all over the world visit it, even if they are not book lovers. In the city of Braga, Portugal, is the sanctuary of Bom Jesus do Monte, famous for its zigzag Baroque staircase with more than 570 steps. Pilgrims often climb them on their knees as an act of faith. This World Heritage Site even preserves a hydraulic lift. In China, there are giant cockroach farms, where millions of them are raised in entire buildings. Far from being pests, they are used in traditional medicine, cosmetics, and as animal feed for their high protein content. Although many find them repulsive, they are considered a sustainable resource for the future. The longest pregnancy in the animal kingdom is that of the elephant, which gestates its young for 22 months. Baby elephants are born weighing around 220 pounds and can walk shortly after birth. This gives them the advantage of surviving from day one in the wild. The famous Tower of Babel may have actually existed, inspired by a structure called Etemenanke in ancient Babylon. This gigantic ziggurat reached a height of about 300 feet and was said to connect the earth to the sky. Today, only ruins remain, but archaeologists confirm that it was a real work. A waterfall that looks like burning lava exists in California. It's called Horsetail Fall, located within Yosemite National Park, and every February the sun illuminates it at just the right angle to make it look like fire pouring down the rock. Thousands of tourists and photographers travel each year just to see this natural spectacle. There's a Japanese ice cream that's more expensive than an iPhone. It's called Byakuya and costs around $6,700 for just 4.4 ounces. It's made with white truffles from Italy, sake, gourmet cheeses, and even edible gold leaf. There's one animal that seems to smile all the time. It's the quokka, an Australian marsupial that has earned the title of the happiest in the world. Its little face makes it always look cheerful, and although it's actually just its natural form, it became famous for taking selfies with tourists. In Canada, there's a street so long that walking its entire length could take more than a day. It's called Yonge Street and is about 35 miles long, winding through neighborhoods, towns, and forested areas. Although it no longer holds the official record, it remains a historic icon of Toronto. There's a cruise ship you can live on forever. It's called the World, and it's a luxury residential boat where apartments cost between $2 and $15 million. It has restaurants, a spa, a golf course, and travels around the planet as a floating city for millionaires. In China, they built a pig farm in the shape of a skyscraper. It has 26 floors and the capacity to raise up to 650,000 animals per year. Each level has automatic feeding and ventilation systems, and even elevators to move the pigs between floors. Some people talk in their sleep without realizing it. This phenomenon is called somniloquy, and it can range from muttering to full confessions in the middle of their sleep. Although it's usually harmless, more than one person has revealed secrets that later cause problems upon waking up. A strange fish called the red-lipped bat looks like it's wearing makeup for a date. It lives in the depths of the Galapagos Islands and uses its fins as legs to walk instead of swim. Its bright red lips could be used to attract mates or confuse prey. In ancient Rome, people used urine as mouthwash. The ammonia it contained helped clean and whiten teeth, and it was even sold in jugs for personal hygiene. Although it sounds disgusting, they weren't far off the mark. Valentina Vasilyev, an 18th century Russian peasant, gave birth to 69 children. She had 27 pregnancies with twins, triplets, and quadruplets, never a single baby. Her case still amazes doctors and scientists due to its incredible biology. In the Amazon, a fungus capable of feeding on plastic was discovered. It's called Pestilodiopsis microspora and can digest polyurethane, even in the absence of oxygen. It could be key to combating pollution in the future. The famous ogre Shrek was inspired by a real person, Maurice Tillet, a French wrestler. He suffered from acromegaly, a disease that deformed his bones, giving him a very similar appearance to the character. Despite discrimination, he became a star in the ring. There is an electric car called Kangaroo that allows you to drive without getting out of a wheelchair. It has an automatic ramp, motorcycle, or joystick-like controls, and was designed to give independence to people with reduced mobility. Inclusive technology that changes lives. In the United Kingdom, they created a robotic fish named Gilbert that eats microplastics. It swims like a real fish and filters the water with artificial gills, trapping polluting particles. A futuristic solution that is already being tested in seas and rivers. The longest train journey in the world covers more than 11,000 miles. It departs from Portugal and ends in Singapore, crossing 13 countries in 21 days. It's like traveling halfway around the planet on rails, a legendary experience for extreme travelers. In Miami, there's a floating paddle tennis court on the sea. It was built with recycled materials and designed to be completely sustainable. It's already a social media phenomenon, with celebrities and athletes wanting to play there. In India, there's a tree that looks like an entire forest. It's called Timama Marimanu, a banyan tree that occupies more than 204,500 square feet with branches that take root and become fake trunks. It's more than 550 years old and is considered sacred. Elon Musk opened a restaurant called Tesla Diner in Hollywood. There, the waiters are robots, you can watch movies from your car, and order directly from your Tesla screen. It combines a retro drive-in theater with a futuristic touch. In Norway, there's Iris, a floating restaurant in the middle of the sea. It's inside a giant structure called Salmon Eye and offers a multi-sensory haute cuisine experience. Each dish seeks to raise awareness about the impact of fishing on the oceans. There's already a car with a built-in drone to explore the surroundings. The drone can take off from the roof and record aerial videos while you drive. This combines transportation, safety, and fun into a single technological experience. The sea contains salts because rivers carry minerals from the land. Over time, these minerals concentrate and give the water its characteristic flavor. It's a natural cycle that has occurred for millions of years in all oceans. Many of the challenges in the Squid Game series were inspired by real children's games. Even sets were designed to faithfully reproduce the aesthetics of Korean games. This helped the series feel terrifyingly relatable and authentic. In some parts of Asia, a soup is preserved that has been cooked continuously for decades. New ingredients are added every day without discarding what was already there. The result is a deep flavor found in no other preparation. Every person has a unique fingerprint pattern that no one else can replicate. This makes them perfect tools for identification and security. Even identical twins have different fingerprints. The title of World's Strongest Man is currently held by someone outside of Europe. This breaks the common idea that the strongest competitors always come from that continent. His extreme training and discipline are the key to his incredible strength. The famous Toy Story figure inspired a robot that mimics his movements. It can walk, turn, and perform gestures like the animated character. It's an example of how science fiction becomes reality. There is a Guinness World Record for the person with the largest recorded mouth. Its opening exceeds what is normally considered possible for a human. This has been officially documented and measured. Studies reveal that dumbbells and gym machines accumulate millions of bacteria. Sweat and constant contact turn them into breeding grounds for microbes. Cleaning and disinfecting equipment is essential for safe training. The name YouTube combines you and tube. The idea was that anyone could create their own channel and share videos. Thus, one of the largest digital content platforms in the world was born. Louis Vuitton built a massive boat in Shanghai, combining luxury and unique design, turning it into a floating icon that attracts everyone's attention. This project demonstrates how fashion can transcend clothing and delve into maritime experiences. Somewhere in Asia, there is a bamboo bridge capable of supporting tons of weight, thanks to ancient techniques and surprisingly advanced engineering. This bridge proves that natural materials can be incredibly strong and durable. The world's most compact skateboard fits easily into a backpack, revolutionizing urban mobility. Despite its small size, it maintains high performance and speed. It is ideal for those looking for comfortable transportation without sacrificing style. Thousands of years ago, Mount Everest was underwater, revealing drastic changes in the planet's geography. This fact astonishes geologists and adventurers alike. The history of the Earth is full of transformations that defy our imagination. Some birds, like the ground hornbill, have eyelashes longer than a model's and need them to protect their eyes from light and dust. This natural adaptation combines aesthetics and functionality. Biologists study these characteristics to better understand the evolution of species. There is a tiny cow that barely reaches 2 feet, about the size of a large dog. This rarity has surprised farmers and animal lovers. Its small size doesn't affect its personality or energy. The world's most expensive watch, valued at $20 million, blends craftsmanship, luxury, and advanced technology. Every detail is designed with extreme precision and exclusive materials. It's more than an accessory, it's a wearable work of art. China is home to the world's largest water park, Happy Valley, with impressive attractions and entertainment areas for all ages. Its scale and design make it a global tourist destination. The experience combines fun, adventure, and aquatic architecture. The world's largest bicycle measures 49 feet long, a giant on wheels that defies imagination and physics. It was built for records and exhibitions, showcasing human creativity in transportation. Operating it requires extreme coordination and a full team. China also boasts the country's most impressive train station, with modern architecture and cutting-edge technology. It is an efficient and visually stunning transportation hub. Its design reflects ambition and modernity in every detail. Europe's most famous and consumed coffee stands out for its aroma, flavor, and tradition. Each cup represents the culture, history, and daily rituals of millions of people. This coffee has set trends and styles on a continental scale. The world's first supercar, a Lamborghini Miura that was never sold, is a rarity in the automotive industry, created as a unique prototype. Its design and power make it legendary, but it never reached collectors' hands. This makes it an icon of luxury and experimentation. A dramatic rescue took place at sea after a girl fell overboard from a Disney cruise ship. Her feat was studied to understand how to survive dangerous falls into the water. Stories like this inspire both awe and caution. The Cartagena fortress is considered impenetrable and has defied history with its military architecture and strategic defense. Its construction withstood numerous attacks and remains a witness to the past. Today, it is a tourist icon and historical heritage site. A Japanese man survived the sinking of the Titanic, but his life after the disaster was not easy, as many people hated him for having survived while others perished. His story mixes heroism and controversy, showing how luck can breed resentment. A university in Munich, Germany, decided to install slides on its campus so students could release stress in a fun way. This idea seeks to improve mental health while fostering a more relaxed and creative environment. In China, there are twin towers that challenge the limits of modern architecture, with futuristic designs and impossible structures. These skyscrapers have become an icon of innovation and urban ambition. The word salary has a curious origin. It comes from the Latin word for salt, a resource so valuable that it was used as a form of payment. This demonstrates how certain essential goods shaped the ancient economy. There is a bird that hunts cobras by kicking them. Its hunting method is so surprising that it seems like something out of a fictional documentary, demonstrating nature's incredible adaptation. In 2013, Dynamo performed an astonishing act by achieving the impossible by walking on water, defying any physical rule of nature. Meanwhile, the crowd gathered to see something never before seen. A species of spider called the peacock spider, or Maratus volans, performs a spectacular peacock-like dance to attract a mate. Its complex and colorful movements are an example of how nature uses visual strategies to reproduce. The world's largest butterfly leaves everyone speechless with its size and beauty, with wings that look like works of art. This insect is a stunning example of nature's extreme diversity. China broke a world record by flying more than 11,000 drones simultaneously in the sky, creating an unprecedented technological spectacle. This feat combines precision, technology, and visual spectacle. In Croatia, there is a beach that changes naturally, as if it had a life of its own. This geographical phenomenon attracts tourists and scientists alike, marveling at its constant transformation. The world's largest telescope is located in Chile, and allows for the observation of the cosmos in unprecedented detail. Its construction represents a milestone in modern astronomy and the pursuit of knowledge. In the heart of the Himalayas, in India, lies the most dangerous road in the world. This challenging road winds along impressive cliffs, where cars and vehicles are on the edge of a 1,640-foot-high slope. Only the most daring dare to cross it. In a small town in Mexico, Coca-Cola is more expensive than water, reflecting a curious phenomenon of price and consumption. The beverage has become an everyday luxury, while drinking water has become cheaper and more accessible. The Circus in Los Angeles combines luxury and affordable prices, offering a surprisingly affordable experience for those seeking comfort without spending a fortune. Its rooms and amenities make it stand out in the city of stars. It's an unexpected choice for tourists and frequent travelers. In Edinburgh, workers enjoy workdays of just 4 hours a day, a labor model that challenges traditional standards. Efficiency and productivity are prioritized over quantity of hours. This approach sparks debates about well-being and quality of life. Seeing Disney's Stitch in real life is unsettling. His tangible version maintains the character's charm, but with features that both surprise and frighten. The physical adaptation blends tenderness and strangeness. Many wonder what it would be like to live with him in the real world. Charles Manson was long considered one of humanity's most twisted criminals, and this video shows us much of his way of acting. In 2004, McDonald's launched its own video game console, attempting to enter the world of digital entertainment. The device unexpectedly combined fun and marketing. Although it wasn't a lasting success, it left a memorable curiosity. At Disneyland, pointing with just one finger is prohibited to avoid gestures that could be interpreted as rude or disrespectful. The regulation seeks to maintain the magic and harmony in the park. Thus, visitors learn to use more neutral and friendly gestures. The death cap is considered the most dangerous tree on the planet due to its highly toxic fruits and sap. Contact or ingestion can be fatal, prompting extreme caution. Despite its beauty, it is a natural hazard that inspires respect. A smart crib with artificial intelligence monitors babies, adjusting movements, sounds, and temperature to improve rest. The technology seeks to offer safety and comfort to modern parents. This invention combines childcare and technological advances. Lazy Town had unforgettable and unusual characters that remained in the memories of those who grew up watching them. From a superhero who promotes physical activity to villains with crazy plans, each character had unique and exaggerated traits. China has developed a hypersonic engine that promises to transform airplanes by 2025, allowing speeds never before seen in commercial or military flights. This technological advancement could reduce travel times and transform the aviation industry. The engineering behind this engine represents a giant leap in innovation. The world's largest solar plant is located in Honduras and supplies clean energy to millions of people. Its scale and efficiency set a precedent in renewable energy globally. This project demonstrates how countries can combine natural resources and technology for a sustainable future. A Tibetan Mastiff dog sold for $1.9 million, becoming one of the most expensive animals in the world. Its price is due to its rare breed, lineage, and exceptional abilities that make it unique. This case reflects the extent of the demand for exclusive pets. Starfish have a surprising anatomy. They don't have a rear end in the conventional sense, but they do have a digestive system that works in a complex way and is different from that of other animals. Their radial body and fascinating regeneration make them unique in the marine kingdom. Science is still discovering surprising details about their biology. In Dubai, millionaires wear a luxurious fabric worth a fortune, made with fine threads and rare materials. This garment combines exclusivity, fashion, and prestige, becoming a status symbol. The demand for such expensive textiles reflects the culture of extreme luxury in certain regions. The world's smallest horse is the size of a large dog, reaching only about 2 feet tall. Despite its diminutive size, it maintains the strength and endurance characteristic of horses. Its rarity makes it highly coveted among collectors and animal lovers. Bhutan has managed to virtually eliminate environmental pollution, becoming a global example of sustainability. The country implements strict conservation policies and promotes a balance between development and nature. Their model demonstrates that it is possible to live prosperously without harming the environment. The world's most futuristic LED basketball courts offer a stunning visual experience, combining technology with sport. Every move on the court lights up and generates interactive effects for players and spectators. This type of innovation redefines how modern sport is experienced and enjoyed. The world's oldest monastery still stands after 1,000 years, withstanding wars, earthquakes, and historical changes. Its architecture and cultural heritage make it a living testament to the past. Visitors can contemplate centuries of history and traditions preserved to this day. There are places like Barrow, Murmansk, and Tromsø, where the sun never rises for weeks. This phenomenon creates a mysterious and unique atmosphere, affecting the daily lives of its inhabitants. Adapting to these extreme conditions reflects human resilience to nature. Some airports hire trained eagles to scare away birds that could interfere with flights. These birds of prey patrol the airspace, preventing accidents and ensuring safety. Their specialized training turns the eagles into true guardians of the sky. The bristles of some makeup brushes hide an unpleasant secret. They can come from animals or even the remains of industrial production. Often they are not properly cleaned before reaching the consumer. This makes their hygiene and origin an important issue to review. In the Netherlands, there is a hotel in a town that look like something out of a fantasy story, with rooms and designs that are completely out of the ordinary. Every corner is surprising and full of creativity. Its architecture makes it a unique tourist destination for lovers of the strange and magical. Mission: Impossible 7 had a jaw-dropping budget of $450 million, including special effects and spectacular locations. Every dollar invested is reflected in the spectacular nature of the film. Its production demonstrates the extreme level of investment in modern action cinema. Austrian Stefan Kraft set a new world record in ski jumping with a stratospheric flight of 832 feet in 2017 in Norway during the biennial Ski World Cup. The athlete's precision and courage left everyone breathless. The eagle is a surprisingly strong animal, capable of lifting prey much larger than a human. Its muscles and talons are powerful natural tools. This demonstrates how evolution creates amazing forces in nature. In Alice in Wonderland, the Red Queen and the White Queen hide symbolic messages about power and morality. The Red Queen is a tyrannical, dark, and disorderly ruler, the complete opposite of her sister, the White Queen, a kind and wise ruler who reigns over a peaceful and orderly version of the world. There is a road in China that disappears underwater during certain tides on Yongwu Highway in Jiangxi Province. This road crosses Poyang Lake without any tricks or magic. Its design and location make it unique and dangerous for those unfamiliar with it. It is a natural phenomenon that blends engineering and visual wonder. Horses need saliva to survive, as it helps them digest grass and maintain their digestive health. Without enough saliva, they could suffer serious problems. This curious detail highlights the complexity of equine biology. Samsung's first truck was an early project that few remember today. It marked the beginning of the logistics and mass distribution of its products. Its story is a reminder of how great tech empires began. The Selkirk Rex is a cat so rare it looks like a stuffed animal, with a curly, soft coat. Its appearance and behavior make it unique among felines. It's an example of how genetics can create amazing creatures. Did you know there's a place on Earth where you can see the sunrise twice in a single day? This happens in Tierra del Fuego, in the far south of Argentina, during the spring and autumn equinoxes. Thanks to the Earth's tilt, the sun disappears and rises again before setting for good. Pakistan surprises with a form of transportation that looks like something out of a futuristic movie. A luxury three-decker bus called the Al Munir Super International Limousine Plus. Inside, we find private rooms, comfortable beds, air conditioning, and even rest areas. It runs daily on the Karachi-Quetta route. For those who can't stand the gym, there's an anti-gravity treadmill that seems like magic. Thanks to air decompression, it reduces body weight by up to 20%, making running feel like floating. It's perfect for rehabilitation, preventing knee injuries, or simply training without pain. In Andalusia, Spain, lies Sentinel de las Bodegas, a unique town that lives under enormous rocks. Many of its streets are literally covered in giant boulders that look like they're about to fall, but which have actually protected the inhabitants for more than 8 centuries. The wheelchair of the future already exists and is called the Segway Pro. Designed with a track system, it allows users to climb stairs and overcome obstacles without assistance. At $35,000, it represents more than just transportation, but also independence and freedom for thousands of people with reduced mobility. The most expensive wood in the world is called agar wood, also known as oud wood. It can fetch prices of over $45,000 per pound, surpassing even gold. It is produced when certain trees in Southeast Asia are infected by a fungus, generating an aromatic resin used in luxury perfumes, incense, and traditional medicine. The loris, a small nocturnal primate, has glands in its armpits that secrete a dangerous toxin, which it mixes with saliva to turn its bite into a poisonous weapon. This unique defense protects the animal from predators, despite its cute and harmless appearance. A surprising case showed that a person allergic to bee stings improved after being attacked by a swarm of African honeybees. It is suspected that the poison triggered an immune response capable of altering the behavior of disease-causing bacteria. Cracking your neck creates a sound caused by gas bubbles in the joints, but doing it too frequently or forcefully can damage blood vessels and, in extreme cases, cause strokes. This seemingly harmless habit can hide serious health risks. Snoring occurs when the throat muscles relax and narrow the airway, generating vibrations that range from a soft hum to a thunderous roar. Factors such as sleeping position, obesity, and alcohol consumption can intensify it, warning of possible respiratory problems. During menstruation, the uterus can increase in size from 50 to 230 grams due to the thickening of the endometrium and the accumulation of fluids. This internal change explains the bloating and abdominal discomfort that many women experience during these days. Approximately 12% of women possess tetrachromatism, a visual ability that allows them to distinguish millions of colors thanks to a fourth type of cone in the retina. This gift transforms their world into a vibrant spectacle full of nuances that the ordinary eye cannot perceive. Ring-tailed lemurs adopt a particular posture every morning, sitting upright with arms outstretched to absorb the sun. This practice helps them regulate their body temperature and synthesize vitamin D, essential for their bones, and is observed on the island of Madagascar, where they live. During World War II, soldiers' metal helmets protected primarily against fragments and shrapnel, not rifle bullets. Although they offered some protection, they were not bulletproof, and their resistance to direct fire was insufficient. A hangover causes a chemical imbalance in the body, with dehydration, stomach irritation, and the release of toxins such as acetaldehyde. There is no magic cure, and the only real remedy is to allow time for the body to fully recover. Men and women manage stress through different biological mechanisms. Testosterone regulates energy in men, while women rely on a hormonal system that is more sensitive to changes, which can intensify the impact of stress on their physical and emotional balance. Overeating can cause severe stomach distension and, in extremely rare cases, lead to life-threatening gastric rupture. Although most only experience a feeling of heaviness and drowsiness, This curious fact warns of the consequences of overeating. In Adelie penguin colonies, some individuals steal stones from other penguin nests to build their own shelter, taking advantage of the distraction of their peers. These stones keep the eggs dry and protected from ice, and the blatant theft demonstrates that criminality also exists in the animal kingdom. Butterflies have sensors on their feet that allow them to test plants to determine if they are suitable for laying eggs. This chemical mechanism ensures that the young have sufficient food upon birth, demonstrating a surprising sophistication in nature. Human DNA shares approximately 98% with that of chimpanzees, highlighting a genetic closeness that helps us understand evolution and the similarities in behavior and physical characteristics. In Japan, there is a tradition called hanami, which involves observing and celebrating the cherry blossom season. This event lasts just 2 weeks and symbolizes the ephemeral beauty of life. Millions of people participate in this festival each year, demonstrating a deep connection with nature. Sea turtles return to the same beach where they were born to lay their eggs, traveling hundreds or thousands of miles across the ocean. This phenomenon of precise navigation fascinates scientists and confirms these reptiles' memory and orientation abilities. In space, the absence of gravity causes astronauts to grow up to 5 centimeters during their time in orbit. As the vertebral discs expand due to not supporting their body weight, this condition is temporary and disappears upon return to Earth. Honey is the only food that does not spoil, thanks to its antimicrobial properties and low water content. Jars of honey have been found in Egyptian tombs thousands of years old, still edible, which is astonishing due to its durability. Octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood, an adaptation to their marine life that improves oxygen transport in cold waters. They are also capable of changing color and texture to camouflage themselves with their surroundings and skillfully evade predators. In some ancient cultures, such as the Egyptians, glass contact lenses were used to correct vision problems, a surprising practice that predates modern optical technology by centuries. Clownfish can change sex, initially being male and becoming dominant female when the leader dies. This biological flexibility ensures survival and social stability within their reef groups. Fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva, an extremely rare genetic mutation, affects 1 in every 2 million people worldwide. This condition converts muscle and soft tissue to bone, limiting movement to the point of near immobilization. Severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome, popularly known as bubble boy, is characterized by a virtually non-existent immune system, leaving the body defenseless against common infections. Since the 90s, soccer players have entered the field accompanied by children called players' squads, with the intention of promoting innocence, inclusion, and anti-racism campaigns, as well as giving these children the dream of walking alongside their idol. In Peru, a 9-year-old girl became the youngest mother on record, while Maria del Carmen Busada in Spain gave birth to twins at the age of 66 through artificial insemination, a clear example of how science is expanding the boundaries of motherhood. The yellow color of urine is due to urobilin, a waste pigment produced by the liver. It varies depending on hydration, food consumed, or medication. It can turn from clear to red or green, serving as an indicator of body health. Thanks to surgeries such as hemispherectomy, people with severe epilepsy can live with only half their brain, as this organ has an incredible ability to adapt, reassign functions, and create new neural connections. Natural yogurt is produced by fermenting milk with beneficial bacteria that convert lactose into lactic acid, providing essential probiotics for digestive health. Processed versions add sugars and preservatives that diminish its benefits. Formula One was born in 1950 thanks to the International Automobile Federation, with its first Grand Prix at Silverstone, United Kingdom, and its first world champion, Giuseppe Farina, revolutionizing racing with advanced technology, speed, and glamour. Guido d'Arezzo, an Italian monk from the Middle Ages, created the first shapes and syllables for musical notes, facilitating the reading and teaching of chants and allowing musicians around the world to play melodies with precision and synchronicity. The concept of nothingness is an enigma for both philosophy and physics, as absolute emptiness does not exist. Space always contains subatomic particles or fluctuating energy, making nothingness an idea for understanding everything in the universe. China became the world's factory thanks to its high productivity and low costs, which is why many products in Latin America carry labels that say "Made in China," while the United States produces with high standards and higher costs. Breaking piñatas at celebrations has roots in Chinese and Italian traditions, adapted by the Spanish in the Americas for religious and educational purposes, where the 7 points of the piñata represent the 7 deadly sins, merging pre-Hispanic and European rituals. Heterochromia, a condition that causes eyes of different colors, is more common than albinism, affecting approximately 1 in every 100 individuals, while albinism, characterized by the total or partial absence of melanin, occurs in 1 in every 17,000 people. Bread hardens upon contact with air due to the loss of moisture and crystallization of starch, while crackers, being drier, absorb ambient moisture and lose their crispy texture, a phenomenon that explains the difference in their preservation. Jeff Bezos founded Amazon in 1994, starting as an online bookstore in his garage, innovating in logistics and digital services to transform it into the global e-commerce and entertainment giant it is today. The yellow color of taxis became popular in 1907 in New York, following a study by the University of Chicago, determining that it is the most visible from a distance and in low-light conditions, thus ensuring safety and easy recognition. In extreme flight situations, if the captain and first officer become incapacitated, air traffic controllers can guide passengers with basic knowledge to land, relying on automated systems and protocols that ensure aviation safety. Armored glass is manufactured by joining layers of glass and transparent polymers that absorb impacts, preventing the material from breaking into dangerous fragments. It is used in vehicles, banks, and buildings to protect lives. The earliest musical instruments, such as bone flutes dating back more than 40,000 years, demonstrate that music originated with the first prehistoric humans, evolving to become a universal expression that unites cultures over millennia. Egyptian civilization, despite its genius in architecture and mathematics, maintained a conservative and stable society that limited rapid change, which explains the slowness in adopting modern technologies compared to later industrial revolutions. Falling in love with fictional characters, a phenomenon known as parasocial relationships, reflects the deep emotional connection with admired stories and traits, functioning as a way to express affection and stimulate creativity without affecting reality or human relationships. Countries like the United States, Mexico, and Brazil organize their territories into states with political autonomy, while nations like Argentina, Peru, and Bolivia organize their territories into provinces or autonomous communities with varying degrees of self-government and centralized control. The act of yawning temporarily disconnects from auditory stimuli because the brain increases oxygenation and opens the jaw, focusing on breathing and relaxation, a natural mechanism for recovering energy and maintaining alertness. Roasting marshmallows over campfires originates in Native American traditions and pioneer camps, where the toasted sweet treat with a crunchy exterior and soft interior became a symbol of unity and fun among friends and families. Roman numerals, common in ancient times, are losing prominence to Arabic numerals due to their complexity. Today they are used only in ceremonial or artistic contexts, while the Arabic numeral system facilitates daily life and global trade. Artificial intelligence generates increasingly realistic content, making it difficult to distinguish between human and machine creation. Therefore, ethics, regulation, and critical thinking become essential to prevent abuse and maintain human control over technology. Cravings during pregnancy are due to hormonal changes rather than the baby's signals, and have no scientific connection to malformations. However, some indicate nutritional deficiencies, while most simply represent passing cravings. Tell us in the comments which of these interesting facts most impressed you. Don't leave without subscribing, liking, and sharing for more interesting facts.